Hi, my name is Mark Lambert, inventor and producer of EGMi Evolutional Goodness Mindfulness, a new way to look at life and a powerful meditation system that maximises use of the left logical positive brain. This vid is about guns and gun control, how guns can become commonplace and in the hands of people who should never have them. EGMi is based on energy-driven evolution theory, which is based on the second law of energy. It shows that humans evolved with faulty right, anxious, negative brains that drive mental illness and all human-made suffering. This is covered in the EGMi faulty right brain theory vid and other EGMi vids, so I'll go straight to the guns in this video. Usually at about 5, the right brain becomes very active, probably younger these days, as we begin to really take in our environment. This puts stress and pressure on us, which stimulates the right brain. Once one has right brain anxiety, the right brain will seek anxiety relief. This takes many forms. A common first one is fantasy, which can become maladaptive daydreaming. We can then begin to have obsessive thought about something that relieves right brain anxiety about other things. We can then develop a compulsion to do something, and if it's harmful, then this is a disorder. An OCD, and a common one in the US is Gun OCD. Guns go way back. Humans discovered gunpowder and that it could be used in guns to kill things. Early guns were not much good for hunting lower animals. They were only useful for killing humans at close range. As guns improved, they became very good at harming humans, and some were designed just for this or multi-purpose. In the early US, it was very dangerous and one needed a gun to protect oneself and family from natural dangers and danger from other humans. The 1873 lever action was called the gun that won the West. It is multi-purpose and still in use today. The first efficient handgun came about the same time and was called the Peacemaker. It could be carried on the hip and drawn fast with practice and used for good or evil. This may have been the beginning of full-on right brain anxiety-driven gun OCD. Carrying a pistol on the hip relieves right brain anxiety about being harmed by others and can become an OCD. One of the early gunslingers may have been the first to have gun OCD. Here in Australia in the 1800s gold rush, many carried guns as they did in the Old West. We settled into a more peaceful lifestyle and guns became something to use for hunting. There were a few incidents with gun violence, so strict laws were brought in as each incident occurred. Now few have guns, and most who do are reasonably safe with them. The US went from the Old West to high criminal activity, and with the Second Amendment to ensure all who wanted a gun had one, availability stayed very high. High financial inequality led to division and more crime, so gun culture, a belief in owning guns, is very necessary developed. Some criminals were seen as heroes, and going out in a blaze of gunfire was seen by some as a good way to go. This all led to a lot of right brain anxiety-driven gun OCD, with gun availability a bad combination. Greedy gun manufacturers and sellers encouraged gun OCD and made sure that laws were not changed to reduce the availability of guns. I could fly to the US and have a handgun or machine gun within a few days on the second-hand or illegal market, possibly a rocket launcher. The AR-15 has become the poster child for the gun control debate in the US. It was designed to maim and kill humans. It usually uses .223 ammunition designed to maim and not kill, which makes more work for the enemy. I've been a gun owner in Oz for almost most of my life and do not know anyone who owns a .223. It's too big for small game and too small for large game. Many troops prefer the AK-47 as it uses a bigger projectile which does more damage. The recent riots in the US Capitol showed that the Second Amendment needs to be removed. The very thing it was designed to stop did not happen. That would have been civilians with left-brain goodness stopping the extreme right wing. The thing is that people with high goodness do not harm other humans unless they have no choice. It should be said that all right-wing dictators take guns off civilians as soon as they get full power. One cannot own a gun under Putin or the CCP for all intents and purposes. EGMi maximises use of the left logical positive brain, our goodness and use of IQ. This cured all my OCDs, including Gun OCD, which I had for many years. I no longer need to have a gun close to feel safe and do not even think of harming another human. EGMi offers a world where guns are never used to threaten or harm another. A utopia where all have what they really need and are happy with that. See the other EGMi vids to fill the gaps. There is one for all areas of the human condition. There is a free first practice on the website. One can try before you buy.